Hello. Hi.
So we had another scan this morning.
And bloods.
Yeah, Alicia just had blood tests. She had to have 2. They had to stab her twice.
Not happy about it.
So the baby should have been, from our last scan, should have been 7 weeks and 1 day today.
Yeah.
But it's measuring 7 weeks and 6 days, so it'll be 8 weeks tomorrow. Yay. So it's grown huge.
Yeah.
And its heart rate was
166 yesterday, but it was 144 on our first scan.
So last time we recorded, we just had our first scan at 7 weeks, around 7 weeks. At around 10 weeks, Alicia, we found out Alicia had some bleeding, so we went to the hospital and they did a scan, and we found out that Alicia has a subchorionic hematoma, which is pretty well like a blood blister on the outside of the amniotic sac, is how they described it. So the risk of it actually causing a miscarriage is really small. It usually will self-resolve by 20 weeks or so. Sometimes it doesn't, and then it's a risk for preterm labour, but we're just waiting to see what happens, really. So she's had a couple of like small bleeds, but nothing too major, so we're not too worried at this stage. We booked into a hospital.
Yeah, we did. We selected a hospital, and we're out of the catchment zone, but we're lucky enough to get in. From what we've seen so far, it's a pretty good facility. It's a really good facility, so we're pretty happy with our choice.
Yeah, we've got our first appointment on the 1st of September. So we haven't been there before because we're doing shared care with our GP, so we see our GP for most of our appointments, and then we'll just... Who
is also really good.
Yeah, our GP used to be an obstetrician, so...
we got lucky there.
But yeah, so we'll go to the hospital for major appointments, I think. This first appointment, and then 20 weeks and 36 weeks or something, I'm not sure.
So we're currently 12 weeks and... what did we say, 3 days?
4 days.
4 days.
3 days.
3 days. So we're currently 12 weeks and 3 days.
We're in bed watching Netflix.
Yeah,
I thought we'd finally catch up on
a Saturday night.
Because we've been really slack, because we've been busy.
That we have. But anyway, the pregnancy's been really good so far. I haven't had any severe symptoms. I had a little bit of nausea in the early days, would you say? Sorry. Yeah, so I had a little bit of nausea in the early few weeks, but other than that, other than the little bit of bleeding we had, that's pretty much been it. I have almost fainted the other day, but we're just going to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's important or not, but we'll see. So on Wednesday, we had our bloods for our, how do I say it?
Nuchal translucency scan.
Yeah, so the actual scan is on Monday, but we had the bloods on the Wednesday just been.
So yeah, on Wednesday we got to see LB again, and the scan is to identify like the risk of the baby having Down syndrome or any other like chromosomal abnormality. So they do like the scan in combination with the blood test to identify the risk. We chose not to have the Harmony test, which is just like a really definite blood test.
It's still in the books or like in the cards, but we're just gonna see how the nuchal goes. We've sort of, I mean, if we do have a little Down syndrome baby, it doesn't really matter to us. If we are at a high risk, we may consider the Harmony test.
Well, we'll just see what.
But we're just gonna, it's more so just so we can prepare ourselves for it. I think emotionally and all that,
because it doesn't really make any difference to us. Like,
I'm
not gonna terminate the pregnancy if something's wrong. So.
Yeah, that's not really what we want. You know, love LB already, so as long as it's healthy.
We don't know what LB is yet. We don't know if we're going to find out what LB is until it's born. Still
debating. Hayley originally wanted to find out. I never wanted to find out, but now we've kind of switched roles. I think that, I don't know, I'm excited for a surprise, but I'd also like to know, just so
I just want to have everything ready.
I know if I'm going to have a teenage girl or a teenage boy.
I hate being disorganized, so if I know what it's going to be, then I can have everything organized. We have started beginning construction on the nursery.
Early days.
Yeah. We put a post up on Instagram the other day asking when other people had started theirs, and we had a couple of different responses, but one person said that they started setting it up at 31 weeks and then their baby was born at 32 weeks. So we know that because LB is an IVF baby, there's a chance he or she will come early.
I think she. Hayley thinks he.
Yeah, Alicia thinks it's a girl. So we're not sure. We're just like starting to get things organised, and I have to go. I'll be back in Melbourne from like early next month until December pretty well. So, and then when we get to December, we don't have that much time at all. So we're just starting, and then once it's all set up, we'll show you. So we really would like to have weekly, or just like some sort of a log of this pregnancy and maybe the birth. We'll see what Alicia says. For LB once he or she's a bit bigger. So yeah, we're going to try for weekly. Just like updates, belly updates, anything exciting that happens, things
Hopefully
like that. But
he'll start moving in the next half a dozen weeks. Is she?
Yeah, so we have been able to find its heartbeat on a Doppler. We don't own a Doppler. We decided not to buy one, but my sister lent us one, so obviously we took advantage. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. For now, LB's healthy and happy, and
Hungry.
we're excited to see her.
Always hungry.
LB's always hungry. LB's eating so much, it's ridiculous.
LB weighs 7 grams.
What are you eating?
Yogurt.
That is not yogurt. That's chocolate. That is not healthy.
It's yogurt. It's in the yogurt section at Woolies.
Them pregnant lady cravings.
And it has vitamin B12, B6, B3. It has vitamin D, vitamin A. It's practically healthy.
So you're trying to justify it? We're feeding our baby junk. Is it yummy?